All right, today I'm taking a look at Kootion USB flash drives. I've actually been using these for a while. This one is just a slightly upgraded version of what I already use. So I use the USB 3.0. It's the only ones that I use because I need that speed. And this is the 64 gigabyte drive. Now this is one of the things that I really like about these, is that it's actually got this case that keeps everything well organized. And it does it, as you can see, in a nice small package. So it's nothing to put this thing in your bag and just to take all these drives with you. Companies are always trying to sell little organizers for USB drives. I find this to be everything that I need. And if I put something on here that's going to be permanent, like a Windows installation or something like that, I can just write it on here and it's super easy to see. Now you can match it up by color if you want. I'm not that organized, so I just write it on there. But if we were to take a look at this guy, you can see up close, I mean, it's just a handsome little guy. Nice and small. Not a problem to just take this thing and throw it in a bag. It's got this little bit of protection, although it could like spin out like that. I have thrown these things in my pocket and I've never had any kind of a problem with them. Just great little drives. So let's test this one out and see if it's any faster than my old ones. Okay. Let's check it to make sure. So it is a 64 gigabyte drive. It's reading 58.5 gigabytes on disk. I use Crystal Disk Mark. So let's see what we get. All right, well, I'm just going to stop the test here because this is definitely not the fastest speed I've ever seen. This is actually not that great at all. 40 megabytes per second. I mean, that's acceptable for a USB drive, but I'm used to like right around 80 or 90. Let me see if it makes a difference if I try a different one. So I'm putting away the blue. I'm going to bring out the black. Same speed. Let me just try one more just to make sure. Yeah, same thing. So I'm a little curious now. Maybe I should try another port too. Let's just do that just to make sure. Oh, wow, okay. So it was the port. So that was definitely a big old my bad. So that's exceeded my expectations. 137 megabytes per second. Was that a USB 2.0? It was. So that was my mistake. So 137 megabytes per second read. That is fantastic for a USB drive. Okay, so there we have it. Best case scenario, how does it stop? Best case scenario, so we got sequential 1 megabyte files using 8 process, 1 thread. We got 137 megabytes per second. For the worst case scenario reading, random 4K, 1 process, 1 thread, it's got 4.7. So going just from the USB 2 to the USB 3, it went up about 1 megabytes per second here. And what is that? 4 times as fast on the read. So USB 3, definitely worth it. The write, about doubled in size, so there was, I think it was 30, maybe it was 35. So I don't know, somewhere between a double and a little bit over double. So read and write on this is exactly what I was expecting. Actually, a little bit better than I was expecting on the read. So yeah, Kootion, they just make great drives. That is a fantastic little pack. They're really handy to have around.